Second trip of the year. This is January 22nd. I'm flying to Chicago today from Atlanta. Started driving about 2 hours ago and I'm here. I actually have to hustle to get my flight. But this is a video about how I shoot essentially 24-hour interviews. I fly out today, sleep over there, shoot in the morning from about 8 to 11, depending on the client's schedule, and then fly back immediately around 1, 2 p.m. So these 24-hour turnaround interviews are really fast and you don't have a lot of room for error. So I'll show you guys what I bring. Everything fits into this single bag here. I'll show you guys the content a little bit later, but I gotta hustle and reach my flight because it's leaving in about 45 minutes. Thank God I have TSA free and clear. Chicago looks so good from the air. I just landed and it's so freezing cold. I had to put my jacket on the jet bridge. Welcome to my hotel room. Finally got here. I wasn't completely aware, but this spot is an hour of Uber away from the airport, so it took me way longer than expected, and it also means that I have to leave pretty early tomorrow to make it back to my 1 o'clock flight. This hotel used to be a bank actually. The hallways still have the bank doors with the numbers on it, and if you go down to the restaurant you can see the bank vault is still there on display. So tomorrow we'll meet at 8 and start shooting hopefully at 9. Today I still gotta edit some stuff. This part of this town looks like it's very historic. If I look outside, it's just old buildings with brick and everything. So let's get into the bag. I already pulled out one camera, the Rode Wireless Go to record this, and one of the tripods. So I'm gonna move this setup over to the window where there's a little bit more light, and then I'll show you guys what's in there. This is the Peak Design 45-liter travel backpack. On this side I still have a tripod in the bag. On the other side I pulled it out because I'm shooting with it right now. So if I open this, on the top I have my MacBook and my iPad Pro in here. They all have a separate pocket. In here I have the small camera cube, which is part of the Peak Design travel family, one small packing cube for my clothes, my slate for the shoot, and I have a slider in this, and those are my toiletries. So as you can see, there's still plenty of room here. The camera that's recording right now actually goes into this spot, but I could still fit another packing cube for longer trips. I could easily pull off anything from 5 days to weeks if there's laundry. My limit is usually 5 days. If I can pull off 5 days, then I can pull off 2 months also. There's no difference in that. Let's open this. So as you can see, this small packing cube is really full. I have a Peak Design clip that I can put on my belt so I can carry the cameras. I have one lens here. So this is the Sigma 30mm f1.4, 4 batteries, 2 Z for the Sonys and 2 Canons for the sliders. I got some gaff tape. I got one of the Edelkrone head ones. These are the motorized tilt or pan motors that you can combine with the Slider 1V2. So in this, I have the actual Slider 1V2 plus the flex and tilt head. So I have the Edelkrone flex and tilt head with an Arca Swiss compatible quick release plate. This thing is cool because you can set it to any angle and it's very low profile. The slider itself in this pouch, this is a Bluetooth smartphone app controlled motorized slider. It takes the battery, and there's the 3/4 screw on the bottom. So the tripod that I still have in the bag doesn't even have a head on it, 3/8 screw in there, so I'll just screw this on there and we're good to go. Everything else I can balance or level out with the tilt head or in post if it's really not flat. But I use this with the head one to create some parallax motion in the interviews. 1 days of clothing with some extras. I got some old school headphones for monitoring on the 6600s, 2 chargers if I needed, but I could have pulled this off without because the battery life is insanely good on these cameras and I'm not gonna shoot more than 45 minutes tomorrow. I got the second body. This one has the 56mm f1.4 from the same Sigma line, and I'm shooting this with the 16mm f1.4 from the Sigma line on the same 6600 body. So I travel with 2 6600 bodies with 3 Sigma lenses for interview shoots like this. MKE2 wireless lav mic sets. These are awesome. These are the best mics I've ever used, and they are just so small. Like, look at this, that's the receiver. So tiny. The battery packs on this one last about 18 hours, so I can put this on the town in the morning and I don't have to worry about it running out all day, and I don't even have to turn it off or on. 2 sets of these, one for the interviewer and then one for the actual client. There's another set in this compartment right here. Ultra small travel toolkit that includes a GoPro screw driver with actually a beer can opener, and some tools that are the most commonly used on tripods and cameras, with a coin that's magnetic. And with this being so small, I'll take this everywhere. And these are really the only tools that I could need if something would happen. Triple cold shoe mount and a twisty, turny 360 cold shoe 2/4 inch mount that I can move around. I use this one with the Aperture MC lights. If I need to put this on the camera, I can do that. I also have a breakout cable to be able to do left and right channels separately. I actually have 2 of these lights. I don't use these to light up my clients or the interviewed person. I shoot with natural light, so we just find a good spot. But I do use these to create light effects. So usually what I do is I grab the color that mostly represents the company. I set it to that color, so if they have blue, I just use blue. And I hide it in a spot that's not visible in the shot, like behind monitors and whatnot, that creates a blue halo or shadow like this. It's like a branded video without actually having to brand it. Moving over to the front of the bag, my battery pack that has 45 watts of USB-C charging on there to even charge the MacBooks. Bose UC35s for flying and editing on the plane and stuff like that. My MacBook charger, which is actually not the original charger. This is an Anker 100 watts combined charger with 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports. So I charge everything with this, usually overnight. I'll just have the camera charge just hanging here and my MacBook and my phone and stuff like that here. If I need to do some extras, I can always use the battery pack and just plug in a little bit more stuff in here. This is where all my cables live. So I have 2 of each, 2 micro USB, 2 Type-C, 2 Lightning, a card reader, my Peak Design wrist strap so I don't drop the cameras if I'm running, pouch here for SD cards. This is actually attached with a tether to the bag so I can never lose it. This way it's always attached. The green side has all the clean media, and if I'm done with the shooting, I'll just pull the card out immediately and then put it in the red spot until it gets dumped and backed up, and I'm not using that SD card again until it's actually backed up. Good morning, everybody. Thursday the 23rd. Jason is down there waiting for me. We just had breakfast and it did snow the whole time last night, so everything's white. It looks pretty freaking good. I love snow. Have to head to the client's place, which is about 12 minutes from here, from 9 to 11 to shoot these, which I got a bunch of questions for, so I know I'm already prepared to do this. And then I'm gonna have to run to the airport, another hour Uber drive, and then hopefully catching the flight. Morning, checking out 2:13. Go ahead.
Alright, well, I just made it to the airport. This trip already paid for itself. The TSA free and clear because I was shooting until 11. On the outside B-roll shots, I was shooting it from the Uber because it was raining and snowing, so it was kind of crazy. But I pulled that off. Yeah, I got into the Uber 11:01. And I got out exactly at noon. It's 12:07 right now, and I'm already inside the airport. Just pretty amazing considering how many people are here. This is an international terminal, so it's always crazy. But I'm in, and I got about 20 minutes before boarding, so I think I'm gonna get some Chicago-style pizza, because why not? I actually gotta find my gate first to know where to go. Oh, they got pizza right over there. Can I have one of those? And this. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Back in Atlanta, ready to find my car and drive home and keep editing.